This is a mini lesson analysis on Marth versus Ice Climbers. Okay, well, getting down the ledge is, pretty important, especially against Icies, since, they like to set up. So getting down faster would help a lot. And there's always like this one mix-up that you should always consider when it comes to Icies is that they don't want to just necessarily go in with like, a way dash forward smash or down smash first things first, because, they're not going to get that much, first of all. And second of all, they want to save that kind of thing. So a lot like the big positive interaction Icies have to hold space against Marth is that they desync in some way, and then they like setting up a wall of some sort, like Blizzard Wall, Ice Block, etc. And one way to see it, but the big downside, by the way, is a lot of Icies desyncs are reactable in terms of like you could see them do it and then just immediately go in if you see them do that. Now, obviously, this creates a mix-up. You shouldn't do this all the time, but it is something that you should always consider that, for example, this kind of desync that they do is like a way dash back, walk forward, and then set up a Blizzard Wall. Now, if you notice, by the way, this does take a while. Like, it's not such a quick, fast desync setup, from like the laggy ones, it's like the spot dodge, the roll in kind of thing. Way dash back isn't that much faster. And like if you see them do a way dash back, it's like, oh, okay, free down tilt. Like you could legitimately consider doing a way dash in down tilt twice, because if you tip her down tilt Nana here once, and then she double jumps back in and forward smash, Nana's just dead. And I do think that's really worth going for. Obviously, you shouldn't do this all the time, but it is something worth considering when you see them go for this way dash back. Because, like, otherwise you just let them wall and, like, it's not the end of the world, obviously. Like, you could play around this, just like wait for an opening, like, see if they go in and they just camp forever. Then, like, there is, like, an angle that you could find to, like, hit them with, like, a falling dare, up tilt, or space affair, etc. But this is something that you should always consider against Icies. Well, and also, second of all, if you are gonna, like, if they do that, just do not try to fair that. Like, you will just get hit. And also, when it comes to advantageous positions like these, it's always, like, it's tempting to see this and think that, like, oh, okay, free, like, down tilt, right? Because they're gonna stand still. But that's just not reality. The reality is that they could go in, and you always need to check their burst options first, rather than like their defensive options, because the burst options is something that could actually hurt you versus when they do a defensive option. As long as you don't do anything stupid, like you shouldn't get punished for it. So in order to check for something like that, you need to go for like a full hop. You need to go for a full hop, like retreating rising fair or something like that. Etc. Like the point is, like, you gotta check something like this, like a full hop, a short hop back even is fine, because it will away dash and down smash will whiff. That's something to that's always something that you need to check every time you have advantage. Is am I good against their burst? Oh, bad recovery. Yeah. Also, you need to be a little bit more creative than just forward smashing. Like, obviously, you should try to hit Nana here. But first of all, they're at 0, so like forward smash isn't going to get you anything, because it's not going to insta kill Nana. And second of all, go for something that's low lag. Like, I think going for something like Nair in place is fine, and then play the next situation. Or no, don't even hit Nana, because, like, it's not like Sopo's in so much lag. Like, I think I would probably just play around the Sopo sledge dash and ignore Nana, because, like, you're not in a position to hit Nana. Like, any time that Sopo can hit you, focus on the Sopo, ignore the Nana. And I think that kind of baited you. Yeah, again, you're not really checking for the burst at all. Or maybe you did, but you just didn't do the right option. And general good options to check against, like, Icies burst is by going on a platform, short hopping in place, or short hopping in a way that down smashes with. You could full hop as well. Dash stance generally is not the answer unless you're pretty far away. So, also not really a fan of fair from edge against Icies, because, like, double hit lag and all. I think you're playing a dangerous game. I think doing something like a ledge dash down or turning winner is even like pretty strong. I also think going for that dash attack is very dangerous. Like I think you're essentially, if I were to put it in value bet terms, like let's say $1 is one stock, you're essentially betting $1 for like 20 cents. Like I don't think that's worth it. Like it worked out there, and I think you got 20 cents off of it, but you could have lost your stock for that. And I also think stuff like that counter is, you know, now you're going to lose your stock for it. Do not go for, like, the way how you can auto lose this matchup is by going for terrible, terrible value betting. Like, you know, that dash attack, that counter, like, please do not do that. And also, you know, just actually getting something off of this. Like, I don't know why you, like, that's not really a thing to do, like, a forward throw side B. Just go for a fair or like a nair. And yeah, this terrible value betting of this like short hop dare. Like at the very least, give yourself a chance to win these kind of scenarios, because like seeing you go for very risky value bets is what's gonna, like, you will never have a chance beating Icies or like any like floaty character if you go for like very reckless like forward smash, dash attack, etc. Because you could get away with that against Spacies, because like those moves, like you're betting $1 for $1. But you go for dash attack and forward smash against, you know, characters like Icies, you're betting 20 cents for $1. And that is just not gonna work long term, especially against better players. Like maybe your friend is letting you get away with it, the lower level ICs are letting you get away with it, but I'm telling you, like higher up, that's just not gonna cut it. And yeah, you're just, this is definitely, by the way, if you weren't like, if you're not comfortable going for like a way dash in down tilt earlier, like this is at this point, I see this way dash back and I would insta go in, because like I've seen them do it enough times that like I'm now comfortable just going for a way dash in down tilt. Because they've done it enough times for me to be certain. And so just something to consider every time you see them go for a desync setup is that you shouldn't let them set it up every single time. Yeah, you're just like, I don't know what you're trying to react to, but it doesn't seem like, you know, anytime that you are in an advantageous position, really pay attention to the Sopo. Like, so two key things to consider is, do the Sopos just like immediately abandon their Nana, or do they immediately try to stick to their Nana? And this is the kind of Sopo that just immediately abandons their Nana by just bursting at you. And you always need to check that. I mean, maybe you are, and it needs to not be with just dash dance. It needs to definitely be with, you know, short hops, you know, or something. That was a forward smash, not an up tilt, but whatever. Just forward smash him, disgrace him. Oh, messing up that waveline is not a good sign, but yeah, I don't know why you're just like giving them this blizzard for free. Like, do not just, when you let them do it, then just stay out of it. And it just seems like overall, like you don't have a good grasp on Sopo's threat range, and that will really help you out a lot. Do not try to dash attack Blizzard. That is just not worth it. Oh my god, this forward smash is giving me so much anxiety. Yeah, I mean, this is like blatant that like you just don't know his threat ranges very well with that like drift, that dare. Yeah, he's just bursting you, and you're not checking that. Oh, good target switch. Oh, kill Nana, please. It's fine. I think you could have done both, kill Nana and kill Sopo. Oh, this. I think the reason why I don't like this way dash down tilt is because like while you did hit them while they're way dash back, I don't like how you didn't confirm. Like I would confirm that they do a way dash back and then go for the down tilt, because again, it's not like their DC setup is very fast, and I feel like you took a very big risk doing that. And betting $1 for 20 cents, and yeah, now you could die. Like it's kind of exaggeration here. It's more like you're betting like 50 cents for 20 cents here because you're at zero, but it's like, dude, it's still like a negative expected value. Oh my god. You deserve that. Why? Why bet a dollar for 20 cents? So overall, obviously, value betting these kind of positions where you don't like, because like, okay, here's the thing about this matchup. Marth versus floaties. You definitely want to be accepting of low value positions. This is a little different. I don't think this is really like, this is not the kind of match. Okay, so first and foremost, definitely don't value bet wrong. Like you just value bet wrong at all, where it's like, okay, you forward smash, you dash attack, it's bad. Don't do that. This one's a little bit different in a sense of like, you really want to, I want to say that Marth Icies isn't about value betting low value positions. It's more like you want to find an angle where you can insta kill Nana. But if you can't insta kill Nana, then you really want to defend yourself as much as possible. Where, like, you know, protecting yourself against Icy's burst, for example. Or just letting Nana go scot-free if Sopo can hit you. So I guess it's kind of similar in a sense of like, you do want to like play low value positions, but not in the same way. Because Marth versus floaties, it's like very much like, oh, I'm betting 2 cents for 5 cents. A lot of times in this matchup, you're betting 0 cents for like 0 cents for maybe even 0 cents. Like you kind of don't want to play out risky positions until you see a very clear opportunity and or the Icies just throw at you. Like sometimes you get 0 cents for $1 because like they're really bursting with way dash forward smash, for example. But sometimes you're just not accomplishing anything at all, such as when they set up like a Blizzard desync, and you just need to accept that. Like there are a lot of positions where nothing happens, and you need to be okay with that to then find the next position where you could get a lot of value. Because the primary thing Marth really wants in this matchup is just getting rid of Nana as soon as possible, and then deal with the Sopo later, where now the traditional like expected value really applies, where Marth is like, you know, 2 cents for 5 cents kind of thing. But so in some ways you do have the right idea that like, you know, you do want to throw out forward smash and dash attack if it guarantees that Nana will die, but you're doing them in positions where like that's just not the case. And that is how you should try seeing this matchup, is that there's just going to be like a lot of like weird nothing happens kind of position, but there's also going to be a lot of positions where there's clear-cut opportunities that Nana could die. You know, you read that they're about to desync, so then you go for like a tipper down tilt setup that sets Nana off stage, and then you forward smash her. Or yeah, like, you know, when you forward smash her, Sopo is going to like shield grab you, but that's totally okay as long as they don't kill you off of it. You know, stuff like that is like the high level way of looking at this matchup, but at the moment you do need to get better at just like knowing what is like a reasonable risk to take, you know, internalizing all the positions I told you about. Like, not like the reason why there's a lot of like nothing happens positions in this matchup is because like there's no good direct way of dealing with Blizzard. You kind of need to find a way after to do a Blizzard. And a lot of this matchup either boils down, like the low level way to lose and either side is that Marth runs to the Icies, loses, or Icies runs to Marth, loses. And they both are kind of looking for their big opener, and I do think Marth has more leeway to find her big opener compared to Icies. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Just be okay with nothing happening, frankly, and then when you find your opportunities, that's when you take it very far.